The only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry County is the IBEW Local 117, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, with their 5-year apprenticeship program. That's waiting for you. If you don't make enough money, if you don't have benefits, you don't get vacation, you don't have a retirement plan, what are you doing with your life? Go to the website and find out. Maybe becoming a union electrician is exactly what you need. You can earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while you accumulate no debt. Now, look, these trades programs, these internships, they fill up. So go today. And, you can end up with a career instead of a job. Great wages, great benefits, health insurance, retirement plan, and the flexibility to work anywhere in the country. As a union electrician is waiting for you. Find out more. Head over to the website, ibew117.org.
Yeah, we're drinking in the morning all the way through Friday night. Heading toward the weekend, getting good and tight. Running around the building with our beer bong by our side. Playing a little beer pong, cause our sponsors Miller Lite. Drinking all day ain't wrong, till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. Take off all your clothes. Time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Drinking in the morning. Psycho Stick starts it off. John Perry's the caboose. Somewhere in the middle, that's where the train gets loose. It's a one-way ticket to midnight. Can't find a better way. When you're drinking in the morning, it ain't just another day. We'll be drinking all day long till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. Taking off all your clothes. Time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show, yeah. Drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning all day long, yeah. Drinking in the morning, we're drinking in the morning. We're drinking in the morning all day long.
Oh, thank you, Jim Peterick, for yet another awesome song, our happy hour theme. The final hour of the week, I got my tux off. I took my tux off. Leah's changed out of her gown.
Mm-hmm.
We're relaxing.
Right back into my PJs.
We're relaxing because it is the final hour of the week. It is happy hour on the WIIL Rock Morning Show. We welcome Tony and Emily from Ron's Place in Kenosha. Yay!
Hello.
We do all that. I do all that. You guys got to fire up too.
Yeah.
They're like we work in the bar business.
We just went to bed.
This is sleepy time. This is not get up. Thank you guys for getting up and coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
And you're from Ron's Place, so I'm assuming you brought some stuff from Ron's Place in Kenosha, a Kenosha institution.
It's a staple, yeah.
Yeah. How long has Ron's Place been a place?
1972.
Yeah. And what is your role there, Tony?
Emily and I are the owners of
Ron's Place. Now, how long have you owned Ron's Place?
Since December 30th, 23.
Okay.
And
how's it going?
It's been going great.
It's a little daunting to step into something that has that kind of like legend, and I mean, it's been around that long. It's that big of a place.
Oh yeah,
like
don't screw up a tea.
Ron's Place in Kenosha is a place.
Oh yeah,
I have my card.
Do you have your tea card?
I do.
But I'm sure that you guys, when you take over, people don't like change sometimes. So it's like they better not change the teas, or they better.
No matter what you do, you're going to get that complaint.
Yes.
That it ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed it. I've been in there a bunch of times since then. And
where's your tea card?
I didn't even know it's here somewhere.
It's got one punch in it.
It does have one punch in it.
Pussy. Sorry, it was
You
like
were the one.
it was like
You
just
were the
thought
one.
it.
Now listen,
Mhm.
10 minutes. Yeah, well, it came out of your mouth. I
What?
heard it. Yeah. You were the one that 10 minutes ago, and I'm not making this up. She's like, oh, they're not going to bring teas, are they?
You
We're
guys
not
didn't
going to
bring
drink.
teas, did
Well,
you?
there it is.
did.
You can
We
sit-
did. Oh god.
So, did you bring the punch? Because it's a special punch.
The punch cards.
Yeah.
We did not bring any punch cards.
Oh.
I have my card.
We were gonna make you guys
Wow.
come in to get those.
And by the way, it has more than one punch on it.
Let me see. Oh
It has
my
more than
gosh.
one
This
punch.
is from 1972.
No, it isn't. It's from. It has the. It's
That's
from.
actually our cards. I can verify. Those.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It has. How many
no.
punches?
It's
No,
the
it says
same
the
color,
20
but it's
2021. The tour of teas.
So since 2021, I've got my card. I've gone in and had more punches or more teas, but I didn't have my card. So I made sure my card was in my wallet because it was in a drawer. And then they're like, well, I'm like, they'll give you punches for your card,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of feel like they're gonna think I'm a cheater.
Cheater,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
You
If
can
it's
always
not the
get
same
another one.
person, you know.
Always get a
Oh,
card.
I
and
could have got a
combine
new
them.
card
And then combine
them,
Oh,
yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems cheaty too. I just want
No.
to. I don't know it all.
You
And
know, we
because
used to do that.
because
Yeah.
so for people that don't know, you get your card, you get your punch card, and there's two ways you can go through it. You can try all the teas, or you can try a certain amount of the teas. And when you get done with it, because they're known for their Long Island iced teas, and we'll get into those when we get into those.
Oh boy.
Leah's like, I hope we're not having teas. You're the
I know.
but if you fill up your entire card, you get a Long Island Ice T-shirt. And I always wanted my son Jacob lived like 2 or 3 blocks from Ron's.
Dangerous.
And as a parent, you want your children to set goals and achieve their goals. And the first one that he really set and achieved for himself was to fill up his card. And he
Mhm.
got his Long Island Ice T-shirt.
T-shirt.
So you also get a free Long Island iced tea, and
Yeah.
you get put in the drawing at the end of the year where you can win $1,000 or 4 other different prizes.
Look at that.
I don't need any of that crap. I just want to get a shirt because my kid's got the shirt. And I don't have the shirt. He's actually got 2. You can get multiples.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's impressive.
I don't have my shirt. I got a ways to go. And there's 2 ways to go through it. You can try them all, which is the path I'm on,
Mhm.
or you can just get 50 randos. How many
Okay.
are there? How many are there?
So we got over 60 on the menu. There's like 40 plus, but we have over 60 that we're able to make.
Yeah. So
Wow.
but if I fill this, I get my shirt. And I'm
Mhm.
caught up with my
Something.
son
Well,
on his
times two.
A lot of parents, my son's goal was to be a doctor
Mhm.
or to get their master's degree or whatever. My son's goal was to drink.
Yeah.
So chip off the old block there. And I can get you didn't bring the little special punch with you?
I did not.
Okay.
Hmm.
But when I go in, you'll remember if we have one today, I get a punch, right?
Yeah, I was gonna make you guys come in to do that.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's fair.
I need another punch. So there's that. And then the other thing is the burgers, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. I have a favorite, but you didn't bring any burgers today?
I didn't. It wouldn't do them justice bringing them in from last night and reheating them, and we don't open till 11 o'clock.
Oh, I'd eat a Ron's burger from last night today. I had a burger 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What did we get it at? It's Sonic.
Sonic, yeah.
After a 501. I had it 3 days later.
Mm.
All you got to do
He
is
claims it was better than if it were fresh.
I had a gummy. I put it in the air fryer, and when it came out, it was Ron's burgers compared to Sonic burgers.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Sonic burgers are
Great.
damn
yeah,
good.
but no
A
comparison.
burger from Ron's.
Mhm.
We'll talk about it. Do they still have the last time I went in, do they still have the Crispitos? Do they still have that?
That was actually distributor discontinued that product a while ago. And though we've brought back many of the old products that the previous owners got rid
Yeah.
of during the COVID pandemic, we could not get that one
Couldn't
back.
find the
Aw, darn.
Crispitos.
We
They're
tried.
so
We
del-
tried.
So delicious. I
Yeah.
don't know what they were or where they were from. Gave me diarrhea. But then I knew it going in every
What?
time.
Here's the thing, Tony. Everything gives him diarrhea. So this is.
That's a fact. That is
So
a,
you
that
can't
is a fact.
don't attach it to that.
Okay, well they didn't constipate me, so
Okay.
good on, that would have been weird. So Tony and Emily are still here, and we're going to get into the
Magic.
Are you making a Long Island, or did you bring them pre-made?
We brought them pre-made.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
get into those. We'll get them poured, and we'll get going with a happy hour.
Sure.
All right.
Why
Ron's
not?
place is here. Nobody has diarrhea. We're going to talk about the delicious burgers, and I'm getting a punch on my T card
Yeah, you
with
are.
Ron's place in Kenosha at happy hour. We are not drinking beer today. We are having Long Island iced teas today from Ron's place in Kenosha.
Out of kids' cups.
Yes.
And if you're going to have a Long Island iced tea, you want to have it out of a kid's cup.
That is incredible.
These
I
are
would have brought the mugs, but that was
The mugs are daunting.
Mhm.
Bring the mug next time. That will.
Oh boy.
But because I feel bad, like I can't get a punch if I get it on my kid's card. or
No,
whatever.
this does not count as a
I don't want to
punch.
cheat. I don't
No.
want to cheat. So and the t-shirts, you guys do different t-shirts, right? Like they, Emily, they change throughout I mean, because Jake is on like his third or fourth t-shirt. They change. You can get different shirts if you fill up a card.
Oh, yeah. Every year we create 2 new designs, and basically you get a choice between the retro or the 2 designs.
Yeah.
And yeah, very cool.
And
That's awesome.
we're you can go in and get your card punched. Of course, Will Rock reminded you to drink responsibly, but Ron's place actually gets in on that too. There's a system for how many iced teas you can have when you stop at Ron's
There's a
place.
limit, right?
Yeah, which is in 60th. Is that 60th Street? 52nd Street. See, and that's where all the bars are in Kenosha. My kid used to live 2 blocks from there, and I can't even tell. You just go down, and if you see the Pizza Hut, which isn't a Pizza Hut anymore, you're in the wrong place. So there's a system for when you're in there, how many iced teas you can have. Explain that.
We allow 3.
And
we
they
allow 3.
And they track it by the citrus in there was always. Do you still do that or not? If you had an iced tea and it had 1 lemon in it, that was your first. If it had 2, that was your second. And once you got the 3 lemons, they knew that you were done.
You were on.
Do you
your
guys
third.
still do that?
No, it's tracked on the POS system.
Yeah. Oh, it's just the computer does it now.
Yeah.
Shows how much I pay attention. I don't take my card. I don't. Jake, see, and that's good because Jake had a system where he would get the 3, get his card punched, and then go down to downstairs and get 3 more. And if you can survive, well, he might not get 3 more.
Yeah, but
nobody's
another
surviving 3. They're
No.
served in these giant 826-ounce
I
mugs.
once had 2 Long Islands at Ron's place. Let me tell you.
I had 3, and me and Dan Kyle, who worked part-time at the
Best
radio
night ever.
That's when I worked part-time at the radio station when we were at the Kenosha facility, on there in Green Bay Road. Dan Kyle and I went and had, I think it was 2 or 3, and we were going to go back to the radio station and tell the general manager, Mike Topple, what we thought of it. We were part-timers.
Yeah, you were like,
we were gonna
filter is off.
We were going to burn that bridge. And I stood up, and I'm like, we're not going to the radio station. He got fired that next day.
No,
we
he didn't.
went and told him off, and
Damn.
and nobody would have known. And there was nothing wrong with Mike. He was a good guy, but we were drunk part-timers who thought we knew everything. So Ron's place is a good place to celebrate. The food is great. The drinks are great. And they got a lot of Long Island iced teas.
Which are we having? Is this the OG?
This is the apple pie delight. This is actually one that Emily created.
Ooh.
Emily, it's not on
And
my
it's
card.
carbless.
It's not in your. It's not on that card. It's on the new card.
Stop it.
You should get an
It is
app
carbless.
instead of the old. I don't know. I like the OG. But you could get an app and people could do all that or whatever. And this is what one is this? What one is this?
Apple pie delight.
What makes something? How can you call something a Long Island iced tea and have it be like? What is there rules or is there criteria that you follow?
It's our special tea mix that we use.
And that's got what in it that makes it Long Island iced tea?
So I don't typically share that. We already have
You don't have to.
We have a lot of restaurants that already copy ours. I mean, you look at like one in Grays Lake that copied our whole tea menu verbatim. So it's like
that's not fair.
Yeah, I think Shooters was the one.
Yeah.
So so I mean,
I love Shooters.
Yeah. So they just introduced Long Island's recently, and they're pretty much our Long Island tea menu.
You think they'd punch my card if I went?
I don't know.
But
this one is called
don't
what?
share the recipe.
Emily invented this one, and it's your mix. And then what else? It's an apple. Go ahead, Emily.
Yeah, we use it with it's a cider mix and a special concoction that, it took us good months to perfect.
Well, that's good.
It's so good.
And it's so good. And it's like, it was our first carbless, tea that,
So this is a carbless drink. Is that no carbs in it?
No carbonation.
No, I thought you meant carbs. I'm like, it's like eating a salad. I don't have to. I don't have to walk the mall today. No carbonation.
Right? Can you imagine to have alcohol without carbs?
And I'm drinking. And I had this. I told somebody yesterday this. We went out to dinner. We went to the new Texas Roadhouse here.
Oh, did
and
you?
I got a beer, and my server brought me a frosty glass with it. And I normally drink beer out of the bottle, but if you do, all the carbonation from the beer ends up in your stomach and you burp like crazy.
Yeah.
So I poured it into my frosty mug, and then you don't get all bloated. Well, here's a Long Island iced tea with no carbonation.
So you don't have to worry about it.
I'm not going to get bloated. I
Oh,
can have 100 without exploding.
Oh my God, that dress is going to look so good on you tonight without the bloat.
I'm shrinking down a size. I'm going to be a 6 by tonight. I'm telling you.
On the scale or size?
No, size.
Oh.
What would I be? I'd be about a 6, right?
Yeah, right. No.
I don't know what the sizes are. 8?
Not a 6.
I know
not
they're
an
even
8.
numbers. 10,
Mm,
11, 12, 13,
Probably
14.
a 12.
All right. I'm a 12. And by tonight, I'll be a 10.
Okay.
From drinking. It's the new diet. It's
Yeah.
the Ron's Long Island diet. This is spiraling. Let's drink our drinks.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back and talk about the other thing that's a staple at Ron's, and that is the burger, the 5x5. And I have a particular one that I'm a fan of, and it's the best. It is 9:25.
Mostly cloudy and 56 today, 53 tomorrow, 56 on Sunday. It's 53 in Crystal Lake and 46, in Racine.
One drink from a Ron's Long Island iced tea,
And
and
I
she can't do
read.
numbers.
Yeah.
95 Blue Rock and its parent company, Alpha Media, remind you to please drink responsibly. I don't care. I'm not your mommy. See, exact same thing I said. Like I almost modified my entire life based on iced teas at Ron's.
Right, they did.
Like,
And I didn't. I was because I'm like we were sitting there and we were fine, and we got up off our bar stools,
Not anymore.
and we were like, well, "We better not go back to the radio station." We called and got a ride. Not to the radio station though. But you had the same thing. You were sitting there drinking teas, and you had a brilliant idea, and you ended up with a bar. Is that really how it happened?
yeah, we always wanted to do something together. We could never find just the right thing we wanted to do. And then we were having a tea and we are like, this has like been our place like forever. So wouldn't it be cool if like, they were selling it and like, we can buy it and,
Every bar is for sale. You found that out right away.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, we might be interested in buying your, okay, what's your offer? Right?
Right.
Yeah. How's it? And so, we want to do something together. Let's buy a bar, they said.
Mhm.
It'll be
yeah.
fun, they said.
What
And
has it
was.
been?
It's
It's
been
been
fun.
fun.
Best
Yeah.
job of our lives. Yeah.
That's
Really?
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
We got 2 kids. They love the place too.
Aw.
They've been going there since we can carry them in their carriers.
Right,
Yeah.
because we talk about the teas and the drinking of all the teas, but it's a family place too. As you dine in, and
Yeah.
I mean, all Kenosha bars are a family.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's why I love going. I'm an Illinois person.
Maybe not the port.
No,
Yeah.
it's the port.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, I don't need to know about the port.
You guys been to the port?
No.
Probably
And we've
don't-
been in Kenosha for a long
Probably
time.
don't take the kids.
Okay.
The
Fair.
fort is awesome.
But you could go get food, and then there's like chicken fingers for the kids, and you're talking burgers,
Yeah.
and
If you find a chicken finger at the port, it's actually the finger.
I love
of
it.
a
I don't want to
chicken.
know about the
It's
port.
awesome.
Mhm.
If you haven't been to the port, you haven't been to Kenosha. If you haven't been to Ron's, you haven't been to Kenosha. The food
That is true.
is the other thing. The 5x5 is the burger. And it's called a 5x5 because why is it called a 5x5?
It's 5-inch.
It's 5 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. There's a term 5x5 when you're broadcasting that the signal is good
Mhm.
as well. Which is strange. And mine is the T-Hurst, which is totally against everything I believe in. I don't like my food touching even. And it's things on a burger that don't belong on a burger. It's another meat on your, when people put egg on a burger, that
You
disturbs
don't like that?
me. I love it.
Mhm.
It's delicious, but I won't do it because I'm weird. It's ham. There's ham on a T-Hurst.
Okay.
And you get
Sounds
to pick your
delicious.
cheese, and there's
Okay.
pepper cheese, and then it's a green peppers and onions are like sauteed or grilled, but not too much, just the right amount.
Okay.
And then I get the pepper cheese on the
Okay.
T-Hurst. What are you doing today? You want to go to Ron's for lunch?
Doesn't sound delicious.
Do you guys? So was it the food too, or just the?
Oh yeah, the food.
You got a favorite or?
God, I love their burgers.
I'ma let
You
you-
give me a bacon cheeseburger, oh my God, and those like
Yeah.
curly fries. Even the regular fries, like, oh God, yes.
See,
was-
see, look how she is.
She
Look
said,
how she
"Oh,
is.
God,
was
it
so
literally,
funny.
she just
And she-
sounded."
And she owns the place.
Yeah.
But she said when she was talking about the food, she
Yeah.
said they.
They.
She still likes to sit there and go,
Mhm.
order me a burger, a bacon
Right.
cheeseburger.
Well, and it's so
with
funny
it."
because like
Yeah.
when we were buying the place, like we were literally in like deals, like signing papers, everything. And I got a burger. We were still going there during the purchase, and the buns were off. And I was looking at Tony, and I was like, Tony, like,
We got to do
They
something.
what
changed
the
the
heck's
buns,
going
yeah.
on? And
Mhm.
like the distributor, he's like, the distributor got rid of the buns. I'm like, okay, well, like I'm not signing this paperwork until like we find the buns. We went to an expo.
I gotta have nice buns.
Yeah,
Emily
they
loves
gotta
nice
be,
buns.
like I'm like Ron's has a standard. I was like, the standard is gonna be met times 100. I was
Mhm.
like, so we went to this expo and we talked to like, all of our distributors. They
Yeah.
were like, you better find a
Find-
perfect bun. I was
find
like,
me
this
the bun.
cannot like lack.
Can
We
I
found
tell
it
you the
within
only
3
issue
days.
I've ever had with a burger at Ron's has been because of the bun. And I don't know if it was like I got a bad one or
I
something.
think it was during the
or-
time
during the
where I
transition,
like
probably.
I literally lost my shit because I was like,
well, you
this
can't
is
say
like
that.
You
so
definitely can't
good.
say you definitely can't say the S word on the air. You lost your bleep. I got a button for it. We're
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
We're fine. But same with you. The bun was wrong.
And
Like
he
my-
lost his.
I did not lose my no.
No.
I'm a patron. She owns the place. If I lost, I don't want to get banned, Then I got to send people in, get me a T-Hurst. But the buns was the one thing, and it was something to do with like the crust was like weird or whatever, and it just wasn't the right bun.
It
And
went
the
through-
buns, because I want the buns at Ron's, and here's what I want. It's a weird thing. By the time if you're having a hamburger and the bun gives up, and then you just got a pile of
I
mush,
had that happen to me the other day.
yeah, it's not. I don't like it.
Yeah, no.
But I do. But I need to get to the end of the burger. I want I want the bun to be the bun that is given up, but not until the very
Not
last
till the
bite.
end, yeah.
And it just
Don't
kinda-
give up on
They're
me until
soft, and the
Mhm.
juice from the burger has
right.
permeated the
Mhm.
bottom bun, the
Yes.
heel, if you will. And it's just, and I make it to the end. And the buns at Ron's always were like at the last bite. I'm like, boy, if there was another bite, I just have a cluster going on here. Is that your experience with the buns? They're soft, right? Exactly the amount they should be.
They're perfect
they
now.
hold up
I mean,
enough.
my
Yeah.
God, like when we were buying it and like Tony, how would you explain
They were
it?
buying them from Sam's Club right before we were buying it instead of getting them from the distributor. And I just told him, I don't know why you would change something like that.
Yeah,
And
don't
we
change
need
it.
to get it back to where it was.
If it ain't broken.
It was one of our distributors that helped us get back to where it
Good.
was right away.
I did not like your buns, Tony, and now I do like your
Great
buns again. But
buns.
there was
I
a thing in
cannot
the
lie.
middle. There was it must have been about the same time where I'm like, this
It
bun is
was,
not
yeah.
right. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, Ron's Place is on, I don't know, it's you
If
go
we have-
past on 52nd Street in Kenosha.
You'll run into it.
You'll see it. There's a big sign and a guy eating a burger. And it's so good.
If we're drinking more than one, I think I need
gonna-
my second one poured.
I want to go get a burger. What?
If
You
we're
need your
drinking
second
more,
one poured?
yeah.
Oh, we're in a hurry, is what you're saying.
Mm,
All
well,
right. Cheers.
cheers.
We're drinking out of the children's cups.
Yes, our fancy.
If you go in with your kid and they want a Long Island iced tea, this is the size they can have. It's
But they
what
only
you-
get three.
But
we
they can
do
only
do
have
a kiddie
three.
cocktail
And
for
the
the kids,
kids-
so they feel less.
Yeah. And then the kids go home and they call their ex and then they fall asleep on the couch and they wake up wondering where their car is. Wisconsin. Cheers. All right. You do the happy hour news. I'll finish off mine. We'll get a second one. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
It is-
Ron's Place is on 52nd Street, Kenosha. Go get a burger in a Long Island.
It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News. Do you remember passing gas in the 5th grade?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
you
I was
remember.
just thinking of a specific incident.
Where
and-
you passed gas in the 5th grade.
Yes, I was standing at Ms. Ensing's desk.
Did you call her mom on accident? Because that was always the worst.
I did not. Actually, that was where my career in, that was where my career in Catholic school ended.
Oh, fifth grade.
Was in that grade.
Yikers.
So apparently my flatulence really
Sealed the deal.
hit the mark. Yeah.
No, I ask this because that is when we could have learned this lesson. There are things that many girls think is mortifying, but most boys don't care at all. So a list has gone viral online of
Stuff
things
that girls are like, oh my God, no.
that women find embarrassing, but men do not care at all. And
Okay.
since I have two men in the room,
This would be a huge list.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I contend, I've
But-
always said this, women are crazy.
Mhm.
And when I say that, I mean the stuff that you care so much about is, I'm
we
like,
shouldn't. Yeah.
what? That's crazy.
Mhm.
And men are idiots because we don't get anything right, including that stuff. Men are idiots and women are crazy. Mars and Venus. All right, here's a
So,
list.
A list.
Stuff that matters to women that guys are like, what? Yeah.
I'll start.
Guys, write this down
I'll
because
just-
this will help you.
I'll just run down the 10.
All right.
Their tummy pouches or just bellies in general. Girls find it embarrassing. Guys do not care. They don't care if you have a little meat on your bones, a little belly.
Are we talking about like personally? Like I don't care that I have meat on my bones, but you care that you have meat on yours.
About the girl. Like Ryan doesn't care that I have a belly. He's like, you are way too hard on yourself. Like,
oh, this is a list of things that guys lie to women about,
no,
and you don't know
no,
it.
no.
All right. No, yeah, that's exactly right. I
You
don't,
care if your girl,
You
like,
got-
she better have abs and a flat
you,
belly
you
or
got a great personality, tons
Okay,
of fun.
shut
Don't
up.
worry about it.
scars or stretch marks and cellulite. Like,
I don't
girls
care about scars. Scars are kind of hot. Depends
like,
on the scar.
girls freak out about that stuff, but guys,
Yeah, I
they
don't-
can really care
That's
less.
fine.
Acne flare up or just a bad one.
Is as long as you're not getting it on me.
Yeah,
Whatever.
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Re-wearing the same outfit.
Yeah, we don't even notice. You could wear the same thing 3 days in a row. You'd be like, you haven't noticed, and be like, notice what?
Right.
Yeah,
Farts and burps. They don't care. Fart
you're
and
the
burp
coolest
away.
ball you
Yeah.
want, not on me. I don't know, maybe. Anyway.
There's a site
Depends
for
on-
that.
Depends on the scenario.
Sneezing naturally, which I don't even know what that means, but it goes
Yeah,
on to
it's
say
it's the unnatural sneezes that bother me.
there are
Yeah.
people that sneeze like that, but
Yeah.
that's their natural sneeze. Several ladies, they say hold in their sneezes because they're
That'll kill
embarrassed.
you.
Yeah, you'll
That'll
explode.
kill you.
Seeing your house not being perfectly clean.
Yeah, I don't
Like
notice. I don't
girls care
notice
about that stuff. Guys do not. I
Yeah.
don't know. You notice my house. You tell me my house is chaos.
Listen, the
The
chaos
outside.
and clean are two different things.
Okay.
And there's clean and not clean, and then there's your situation,
Okay.
which is I don't know what's going on here. It's Sanford and Son on the outside.
You say there's always 100 cars in my driveway.
Like there's a kegger going on.
Looks like there's a yard sale.
Yeah. Is all this? Are you having a yard sale tomorrow? No, this is just These are all planters now. It's a planter. Okay.
Oh,
And then you get
man.
inside and you're like, it's chaos. Yeah. It's great. I love it. I love
Mhm.
going there.
Sure.
I don't need a tidy home. It's filled with warmth and happiness.
And love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for when it
We're
isn't.
making memories.
Uh-huh.
that's what I tell myself.
Memories that we will need to talk to somebody about. $300 an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it.
it. All right.
Eating a lot, finishing your plate. Like there are girls that won't finish their whole plate in front of a guy because they're embarrassed. Like, no,
I don't care what you do or
I'm
don't
going to
eat.
take the
I'm
burger
gonna eat
to
my
the
food.
face. Right, Emily?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have most of the girls I date. I have a hard time keeping them off of my plate or whatever. I'm like, I was eating that. All right. So I have a list of things that guys lie to women about. Thank
There
you
it
for
is.
that, Leah. Leah's gonna cry.
No, I
She
didn't
was
cry.
worried when she found out Ron's place was coming in because we're having iced teas. We're having teas from Ron's in Kenosha, and her sweet little boy Caden's
My baby-
18 today.
Always, I
He's
did.
a-
I texted him this morning. I said, "You will always be my little
But
boy."
he's a grown man, and he's going to fly out of the nest within
But
the
he's
next
not.
10 to 15 years, hopefully. But he's a grown-up now. Your little
I cut
baby
his
boy's a
wings so he
grown-up.
can't fly.
He wasn't going to anyway. He was simply going to fall from the nest and hit the ground.
And that's fine. And I will pick his birdie
Mhm,
ass up and put him
mhm,
back in the
mhm,
nest several
So
times.
we're adding some Ron's Long Island iced teas to her, and we'll watch her blubber later on. Is it what one is this, Tony? What do we have in here?
This is Ron's Relaxer. This is probably our most popular one.
This is my favorite.
That's the OG.
Mhm.
So
Ron made it himself.
Yeah.
This is the relax. Now you have like if somebody goes in and says Long Island iced tea, you'll give them the like basic Long Island.
Yeah, that one's actually really popular too, but this one is the most
Yeah.
popular.
Which I don't. Long Island iced tea is just a lot of booze, masterfully hidden. So when you're making,
four different, right?
yeah,
5 different.
Okay.
5 different what?
Boozes.
I don't drink.
Okay.
And that's the relaxer. And they poured it out of a little. I hit the science drop because they poured it out of a little bottle that looks like they were juicing, and they put the mix in the bottles.
Yeah.
But it's to-go bottles. You guys, and that happened with the COVID, like the law got changed, and you guys can still do that. That never. People can come in and get the.
Yeah, people come in and get to-go teas pretty frequently. And since COVID, since they made that legal, as long as it's a sealed top, which they all are once you seal them, and that actually keeps the carbonation good as well.
So do you still get your card punched if you get a to-go tea?
Yeah.
Yes, you
Absolutely.
can.
All right. Cheers to
and
that.
not only
brother.
that, but you can have a second tea and say you can't finish it. We can seal it up for you to
Yeah,
go
to
home.
go home.
So you don't have to feel pressure
Like
to
for the
drink
new
that
people
tea.
that come in there and have them and don't know what they're getting into.
Mhm.
You have systems in place. To
Ah, yeah,
maintain
she's a
the
newbie.
safety of the- sit down and they say something, you're like, okay. Well, all right, talk to me in a half hour. All right, we got cards. We were talking about is the basement always open? Is the basement open? I didn't even know it was until Jake started using it to cheat on his iced tea card. And he's like, yeah, and then I just go downstairs and I get 3 more. I'm like, what? Huh? I had been going there 20 years. What is with downstairs?
So the basement had been closed for a long time pre-pandemic. It's been closed since then.
It's like overflow space, or
Mhm.
Well,
you
now
can
it's
get it for like a banquet or something.
yes,
or-
you can. Now you can reserve it for nights that we don't have it open. It's completely remodeled down there, and we even put tap down there as well, beer
Oh.
tap, so people don't have to run up and down the stairs for it. But it's open Friday and Saturday night, starting at 5:00. During the holidays, we also open it Thursday night.
Well, I can't wait to see the changes to the room that I didn't know existed and have never
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
It's how big? What's the capacity?
It's about the same capacity as upstairs, except the bar is smaller.
Okay. And where is the door to it? Is it around the corner from like by the bar?
As soon as you come through the front door, if you
Never been.
So if you went through
Yeah,
went through the back door, you'd
Who
have
the
to
hell
walk.
goes through the front door?
It
Ron?
runs
Very
no one.
only the people that walk there typically.
Or have never been there
That's why
before.
Jake lived near there. That's how he knew. He's like, oh, a basement's still right here. I've never been through the front door.
Yeah, if you walk through the back door, you'd have to walk all the way across the restaurant and then
around.
to the left,
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
kind of hidden.
All right. I'll check it out sometime.
Yeah.
Filling up my
The front
card
door?
this weekend. Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk more about what's going on at Ron's Place. They are here for happy hour. And you can find them on 52nd Street in Kenosha. Tony and Emily are here. Do we have one more we have to drink? Did you bring 3?
We did.
So I'm
So
going to finish my second. I'm going to make it. I've set a goal.
You brought 3.
I brought
we brought
6.
6.
I brought 2 of each kind. I brought a 6
No,
pack.
2 of each. You brought 3 varieties, though.
3 varieties.
When you said you brought 6, I'm like,
6 teas.
okay, but not
All right,
6
number 2
kinds.
is
I
finished.
hate to pack away from a challenge, but it's not 3. If I have 3, I'm what you thought I should drink while you were here.
Yes, if you can handle it. Yes.
Did you think that 3 is where we?
Well,
were?
he's not drinking though, which I noticed.
Well, he's got
I
to
gotta
work.
work today. I'll take like a sip here and there, but I
Shut
gotta
up.
work today.
Shut up, Tony. I'm at work. Okay,
Yeah, we're working.
This isn't my job.
No, this is a great job to have
sir.
because you can drink. You can
Yeah.
like
Well, not by the
conversate.
rules, but whatever.
We do.
Yeah, it's in the manual that we're not supposed to, but you guys paid, a couple bucks to be here, so we
We're
could just say
gonna
to boss and say, hey, I should get a commission on this or whatever. I'm doing all the work. So we're gonna have a third one. I'm gonna finish this.
I
and we're
finished mine, so chop,
Did you think in an hour?
Not you, him.
Is that your second you finished?
Yeah.
Did you pour her a full one? You cheating, lying little whatever. That wasn't even a full one.
Extras of it all. Is there a green one? Did I see a green
That's
one?
the Starry Night.
We'll get into that
Okay.
next. It's Long
We're
Island Iced Tea
juicing.
number 3. I told you we should juice.
We're juicing.
And it looks like the juicing bottles. We're juicing with Ron's. The new Ron's juicing diet continues next on Will Rock. You need to stop talking. We got 7.5 minutes to, because Tony's like, I'm going to take 3. They won't drink all 3 or whatever. We're in here talking about drinking with our kids and stuff or whatever, but which is legal in Wisconsin.
It is.
Yeah.
It's up to the bartender's discretion, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when I
And we're
bartended
not
in
saying
Wisconsin,
at Ron's or
No,
whatever. I'm just
no.
saying you have a
Yeah. I bartended in Wisconsin, and I know that someone brought in a kid that was like 15, and he looked like he was 12. And I was like,
Because
no, I'm
I'm not going to do
not
that.
serving them.
It's up to the bartender.
It is.
Yeah.
But yes, if you are with a parent and they match the ID, and it's got to be the direct
Ron's
parent.
will pour a Long Island iced tea into a baba with a nipple, and you can put it
right on the child's
You don't
cup.
even, but it says parents, you don't need to fake like they have a cold. You can actually, oh, they got a cold, better give him some cough syrup. What do you mean cold? He's
Ooh.
fine. Shut up. He's got a cold.
What am I drinking?
You're
right
on
now?
number 3, and I'm only on
Seriously,
2.
This is the Starry Night.
Oh boy, yes.
Oh, she said, "Oh boy, you're gonna see stars."
No, it's so good. So God, I swear, like
it's
hard-
right there, Tom.
Everybody always asks, like, what's your favorite?
Sorry,
It's so hard to pick a favorite
Yeah.
because
It's
they're
like a kid.
so
Yeah.
good. It's like, what flavor are you craving today?
Depends
That's how
on the day, like a kid,
Yes.
I'm just-
just like a child.
are all the ones on my and can people you can go in and get a card. They're free to get the card, and you can either have all of the ones on this is the
Oh, you
2021
don't have to
card,
pay to do
or
it.
you can
No,
well
you
you got to
don't.
pay for your
You gotta pay
drinks.
for your
Well,
drink.
no,
Yeah, but it's
bleep.
not like a it's not like a membership where you
Okay.
got to
Well,
pay
I
for it.
throw that maybe like you had to pay like
There are
throw
rules.
$5 into the pot. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are rules, and my favorite rule on there, Tom, is
yeah. There's two different tours. There's the classic tour and
what
the
is my
custom
favorite rule on there? Remember,
Uh,
it is a.
tour. What is it?
It's
say?
not a race.
It's not a it's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon. Yeah.
It's a sprintathon.
No, it's not even a sprintathon. They cut you off at three
I'm-
a day.
I'm crossing off a few this weekend because the minute you start talking about a Ron's burger, you have to have a Ron's burger,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
I have
That's how they
a
decided they
favorite.
were buying the place. So I do
mine
want
is T Hearst. You said bacon cheeseburger, but we're gonna make them do the.
T Hearst bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, that would be. Yeah. No, we're gonna make them do the
Oh yes.
the difficult thing in a
Oh.
minute. Say what you were gonna say, and then we'll make them do the difficult.
I don't
thing.
even remember what I was going to say. Ask Emily because this
So-
is the worst question to be
It's
asked.
your favorite kid question. So you're driving through town. You don't own the place in this scenario. You're driving through town. Somebody's driving through town. Okay.
Okay, you do own the
You
place.
do own the place.
Okay.
Somebody else is driving through town. I've had 2 children-sized Long Island head into Ron's and say, "You want a Long Island? I'll take the child's portion." Which this
We
is
do have teas. We do have teas.
We do have teas, yeah.
since when?
Since
Yeah,
always.
you don't have to get a full
Nobody
tea, you
ever
get a
told me that.
I love
Do I get a
that.
punch on my card for a half?
You
Say
can.
no.
Yes. No, you can.
Really?
Yes.
I love that.
I'm not doing that. I'm getting them giant mug. How big is the mug?
Too big.
The mug
It's a
is
26 plus-
28 ounce.
It's
Oh,
heavy.
is it?
Yeah,
heavy.
28 ounce. And
Don't listen
Like
to
like
me.
lifting it up is so there's 28 ounces of fluid and so basically 2.
Guys always say it's bigger though, so
No,
it's probably more
right.
like this. Yeah.
This is 12
He does
inches.
the ordering. I can't deny.
So you're driving through town. Somebody's driving through town. They stop into your place. They stop into Ron's, and they're going to have one thing to eat and one thing to drink. One Long Island iced tea, and you have to pick the thing for them. And they're never coming again. And they're going to tell their friends about their visit to your place, Ron's. What is your best foot forward? We'll let ladies go first.
Always. And you can't copy off of her.
You have to come up with, you can say, yes, I would have said that, but then you're going to have to come up with your own. Okay. This is where you can really throw them under because you can say his and they'd be like, oh, go ahead. What, Emily,
You
what
know,
would you?
straight up for me, I'm gonna go with that bacon cheeseburger. Honestly,
It's a 5x5 bacon
it's a
cheeseburger.
5x5 bacon cheeseburger, and I am just gonna say straight up the relaxer. Like
Yeah.
you get a relaxer and a
Which
5x5.
is the last one I had, which was very
Yep.
relaxing.
And for kids, if you got your kids with you,
Yeah.
get them a kids meal. We got a 2x2 for the kids,
Aw.
and on top of it, get them a little, kitty cocktail,
I
which
love
is
it.
like it's
A
like a
kitty Long
cherry
Island.
soda.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
always-
good.
Yeah.
And my kids are just like obsessed with
Mhm.
it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so good.
Mine as well.
Oh,
Even my
man.
18-year-old, he
Right?
still
Like
orders a
they
kitty
love
cocktail when
it.
we go out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have an 18-year-old today, don't
Shut
you?
up.
Okay, you turned 18 today. Are you okay?
No.
Well, I got to ask you one other question because when I go to Ron's and I say bacon cheeseburger, they're going to say what kind of cheese, which is I'm always like because with the T Hearst, I always put pepper cheese on it, which is weird. Which I don't think it was designed for that. It was designed for like mozzarella or provolone or something based on the toppings. But I get it with the pepper cheeses. You guys still have the pepper cheese. The pepper cheese is the way to. What cheese? How many times can I say pepper cheese? I've been drinking a lot, and it's just fun to say pepper cheese, pepper cheese. What cheese on your cheeseburger, Emily?
You know, me and my kids, like anything they take after me, cheddar all the way. But you know,
cheddar,
the
yeah.
great thing about Ron's is like you can choose your cheese. Don't
How many
like
cheeses are there? Ready, go.
God, there's so
6,
many.
so
There's
6 or
many.
7.
yeah,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
it's like we got you
Yeah.
name it. We
All right, Emily, just say I
Pretty
don't
much
know.
got it.
Yeah, I don't know all the cheeses, but
There's a lot.
pepper cheese
put
is
on
the
the
way to go.
spot on the cheese.
That's all right. So you said bacon cheeseburger with cheddar and the which drink? The relaxer.
Relaxer.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Your turn. Now this is where you would say, Tony, what she said, but do you agree with those? Or
I do agree with those, and yeah,
is that what you would have said?
It is what I would have said, but
All right.
I will say
I've never had a bacon cheeseburger at Ron, so I will.
Ooh.
Well, I'll say
For
try
those-
the beef eater, and the reason I would say that is because before we got there, those patties were frozen.
Yeah.
We changed it to where we don't have any certain burgers, just frozen patties. It's all the same meat now, and on top of that, we're the only ones in the area that get. We're the only ones in the area that get that meat from that distributor. There is no other restaurant in the area that has our burgers.
Which is the distributor?
I wouldn't say,
You know,
but I would
you don't
say
wanna
that
get
we.
in trouble.
Well,
It's a secret. All right.
I wouldn't want
All right.
anybody to copy
And
that.
what
now,
is
too.
what is what is that burger? What is
It's
explain
a
again?
2x2.
Well, it's all of the 5x5.
So it's called the beef eater.
Right, the beef eater. So that's like it's a thinner but wider patty than the 5x5. And there's a couple of them on there.
So it's kind of like a smash burger situation. Yeah. Which I don't know, smash burgers all the rage right now. I'm not a guy who follows this, that, the other thing. But
And then for the Long Island, I would have to say, I would say the Marge's Fish Tank. I mean, she created it.
And
It's been one
she-
of those that have
explain
really
her.
gone
She
over
is-
well.
I
you know
love
a
this
place is a
story.
good place if they've got tenured employees. You
Mhm.
know a place, because if they were assholes or if a place sucked, they would leave. And how long has she been there?
Marge, she's
Yeah.
been there for 35 years.
Right.
We got
So,
Renee too.
And Renee's
And-
been there for 25 years.
and Marge has a drink name or something.
Marge was a employee that's been there the longest when we walked in the door, and that's the one we named it after because she's been there the longest.
And Renee is going to have now we need to get one for her.
Now we need to get one.
Yeah.
for
Is it
Renee.
What do you have named after Marge? What is it?
Marge's Fish Tank.
And what is in that? It's just a Long Island.
It's
why-
one of those blue
it scares
drinks
me
that's
that it's
gonna
called
catch up
fish
to you,
tank.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got.
Just fish tank. Yeah. All right. So, and that is what you're picking? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, for the one that we brought in there that she created, I mean, that one has sold very, very well, like some of the originals that they have there.
All right.
So
Go to Ron's place. Go to Kenosha. Let me tell you, go to Kenosha. Go to Ron's place.
Get a Long Island.
Stop at Tenuda's and get some stuff. You're on the same street. It's
Mhm.
easy. Maybe do a little laundry at the laundry place there. There's a laundry place right
I
there.
know, but
It's
so random.
You're there.
Listen, I told Phil.
Head on
and-
down to go to Why
Mhm.
Not. You know, have a little Why
Wine.
Not. Then go to what is the place? Go to Swedes. You know, get a little.
Go to all the places.
Go to Kenosha. We need to do a
Visit Kenosha?
pub crawl. It is
Sure.
delightful. And our food will, I'm not making this up, be lunch at Ron's and dinner at Why Not. You
Okay.
know, have you guys been to the Why Not?
we have not been to there
It's
yet.
it's
I
it's
see what you
good.
did.
It's a good little
We
dinner.
have not been to Wine Not.
I don't think he was doing
No,
that. I think
I
that's
love
your
it.
Long Island iced tea, right?
I just
right.
told-
And
listen,
Phil is here for
Phil's
Mo.
here.
Phil, if we're walking today, I'm apologizing now for the
I
behavior.
just told Phil that I
Are
having
you
Long
walking
Islands.
today?
Yeah, but I have to record news first. I
All
just told Phil that I was having Long Islands, and he was like, "Huh, I'm on the wrong island." And I was like, "No, we're having Long Islands." And I turned around and walked.
You walked into the door. You walked into
No
the.
one
Are
noticed except for Phil.
Are you all right?
I mean,
Did it hurt?
No.
Yeah. These are Phil. We've had children's Long Island
Oh,
Ice. Children's.
God.
You want one, Phil?
No, Kay would be so pissed off. at you.
Shh.
Kay would be so bad.
It's okay.
Ah.
All right. We've got until 10 to get rid of these. It's 9:50.
Sure. Wait a second. Is there anything? Do you guys have like events or anything?
We don't have events per se.
I just want to make sure we covered it all. Did
Yeah.
we cover it all?
Are you happy with your experience on happy hour so far?
Yes, we are.
Well, because it's over.
Yeah.
All right. It was supposed to be over 2 minutes and 58 seconds ago, and we haven't finished our drinks on
Whatever.
time.
Mostly cloudy and
Pussy.
56
You're
today.
a wimp.
I'm done.
Where's yours? What do you? Let's finish these.
I can't. I'm taking it Mohawk.
Tony, Emily, Ron's place.
Oh, I'm gonna have a nap.
They'll be back in studio on June 13th for Jake's birthday.
Oh,
They're just learning that
yes.
now. So
Can you guys?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We're doing his 30th birthday celebration for happy hour. Do we not have a happy hour guest?
I've blocked it out that I get to pick who comes in.
This makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
It's
You
almost as
know
if
what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you
yeah.
been doing this for
he
some
used to
time?
live like 2 blocks behind Ron, and his Long Island Ice T-shirt is his crowning achievement. Shirts, plural. His birthday is the 13th. It is a Friday, and I'd like to invite you back. And this is free of charge. Just come in, but you have to bring. I don't know what his burger is, but you have to bring his
Whatever
burger.
you guys.
And you have a little crown. We'll get one of those Burger King crowns when we're out.
We'll bring him a shirt.
We'll bring him a
cross
shirt.
it off
No,
and say
you don't
Ron.
don't bring. Stop giving shirts away. I want when I see somebody in Ron's like Long Island iced tea, and that's clever T-shirt. I want to know that person did. I'm not
Did their due
I'm
diligence.
not getting.
Yeah.
I'm not getting 3 punches for these kitty size.
No, you're not.
I'm a militant person when it comes to this.
But you
so.
said he's loved the place. He's been there. He's probably drinking enough where he didn't get stamped for it. So he
Oh
can have a
yeah.
shirt.
Oh yeah. So June 13th. Can
We'll
you
be
make
there.
it?
Yeah, we'll be here.
All right. I'm setting up a party for Jake on his 30th. Now, the people that listen to this show, they remember the day I had to leave early so
To
that
have-
he could go exit his mother's vagina.
And he's
Oh.
played it on the air before for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Imagine that as a kid.
I have the audio, and we will be playing that on June 13th.
Please
You've been
do
warned.
not. Please don't.
Childbirth. It's very awkward. I love it. It is 10:04.
I already said that.
Okay. If you missed today's show, I've had 3 children's Long Island iced teas. Also, we talked about Leah's pregnancy test. That's called a handle of vodka at a skate park. Also, Enan Valentine's
It's
car.
Ewan. Get it right.
That's what I said. And Florida Gator trackers.
Mhm.
Miss a show, miss a lot. We'll wrap up whatever this is next on Will Rock. That was just dead air. I'm just standing here. I'm like, why is there no music?
Is this thing on?
Where the music?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My son is 18.
Yeah, Leah's an old broad with an adult child.
Do I look like I have an 18-year-old?
You do not. You do not. I look at you and I think you have an 18-year-old. I'm like, wow, knocked up at 7. That's insane.
Oh, thank you.
No, getting knocked up at 7 is not a thank you. It's a let's
I
call
know,
the police.
but it's saying that I don't, because I do. Everyone's like, oh, you're still young. And I have like a lot of older friends. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you got to understand though, I grew up, and this is no fault but my own, right? And Ryan's, he was there too. But
I don't think you understand how babies are made.
I do.
Phil, you want to?
No, my dad told me already.
Right, he said use the other thing, and then you wouldn't.
No, but I
anyway.
do. I feel a lot older than I am because I had, because
Yeah.
I had to grow up so fast.
If you would have been smart and then ended it at that, you would
stop it. Ryan talks about that.
Listen, you'd be free now, but
But
you wouldn't have Quinn or Cooper, and they're my favorites.
exactly.
So Cade's you got it right on the other two.
Mhm.
He's 18 and he's just a
Third
train
tries
wreck.
a charm.
Yeah, is he still in the stupid squirt gun game?
He is.
All right, what
He
a way
is,
to
and
ruin a birthday.
a friend has him this week and has not gotten him yet, and I'm hoping he just lets him be today.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. It's
What's
his
his friend
birthright.
name? What's his friend's name?
It's a
Just
very
his first name.
His name is Jack.
Jack. Don't be
Don't
a
be a
jag
dick,
off. Yeah,
Jack.
leave him
Yeah.
alone on his birthday.
Leave him be.
All right.
But I don't think Jack's gonna leave him be. So
Give me his number.
all right, we'll take him down.
No, I'm saying give me Jack's number now.
Now.
Do you have Jack's number?
I don't have his number.
I call him and set him straight. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. 5:01 tonight, Jay's. If I wake up, Jay's Sports Bar and Grill, Grand Avenue in Ingleside, 250 drafts of Miller Lite. Tickets for Struts, Dirty Honey, Judas Priest, Alice Cooper. We start the weekend tonight at 5:01. I'll be wearing Devils gear because they're playing tonight. Go Devils!
Yeah.
We'll talk to you Monday morning, bright and early, 5 until 10. You have a great weekend. The delightful Jen Mar coming in next. Be nice to each other. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.